Hey everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube video. Please be gentle with me. I am cringing at myself, something chronic. So this is the vegan tag. Let's get started. Are you vegan? Really? Kind of be a little bit pointless me doing it if I wasn't. Yes, I'm vegan. When did you become vegan? That would be about 4.5 years ago, day after Valentine's Day, so February the 15th, 2013. Why did you become vegan? I was sat in bed, minding my own business, scrolling through my Facebook, and someone had posted a link to a YouTube video called 101 Reasons to Go Vegan. I will post a link to it in the description. Sorry for all the ums. I'm surprised I haven't sworn yet, so we're doing good. And again, basically, I think I'm quite an open-minded person. Veganism isn't really something I'd ever considered before, didn't really know much about. So I thought, I'll give it a watch. So it's about an hour long from memory. And it's just a guy talking to a class. There's about 3 minutes of graphic footage, I think. The rest is just him talking, and he's very rational, very calm, and I literally could not argue with anything that he'd said. It was factual, things that I'd never considered before, never really thought about before. And by the end of it, that was me. I was done. I went downstairs, cleared out my kitchen of everything that was not vegan, and that was me. I was on my way. Boom, boom. What was the hardest part about becoming vegan? That's a good question. Oh, probably should have silenced that puppy. Let's do that now. Sorry for the interruption. Where were we? Hardest part about becoming vegan? I think it was just not really having a clue. Like the food side of it, I wasn't really bothered because I knew that I could just start with fruit and vegetables and work up from there. Yeah, it was probably not really knowing any vegans or where to go for advice. But I joined a Facebook group called Vegan Friend Me and added loads of vegans. And that was it. Like my newsfeed was flooded with animal rights and veganism and recipes and alternatives to everything you need. And so it wasn't actually that hard, maybe for a couple of days, but that was about it. Do you let certain things slide from time to time? For example, use or purchase non-vegan items? No. In a word, no. Veganism is a moral stance. It's not a Slimming World diet. No offense to the Slimming World dieters out there, but it's not something where you can just drop your morals and go, oh, I fancy a bit of this, so I'll just have that. I think when you go vegan and you do it for the animals, you see that, sorry for all that you see that these things that you once considered foods and fabrics, they're no longer those things. They're the body parts of animals. It's not really very appealing, so no is the simple answer to that. How do you deal with people who are closed-minded about your lifestyle? Well, violence is not the answer, people, although sometimes tempting. I try just to stay calm, rational, and if they bring out the, what if you're stranded on a desert island? We need meat for protein, just those silly things. I try and respond to them in a rational, well thought out way. So even if they carry on, they tend to just make themselves look silly. So you never know, even with people that are really close-minded, you might have planted a seed with them. They might think about it later, or if it's a discussion that's happening on Facebook, then there's the potential that other people will see what you're saying. So you never know who you're going to reach, so it's always worth trying to stay cool if you can. If not, I block them. Do you support vegetarianism or is something better than nothing? That's quite a difficult question for me because I've had many arguments, even with vegans, that I would never ever promote vegetarianism or meat-free Mondays or that sort of thing, although they're proven to work. So I don't know that there's a right or wrong answer to that, but for me, as a feminist, I find vegetarianism, or the dairy industry even, as more horrific than the meat industry, because of the exploitation of the female body. So I would never promote that. However, if I had a carnist friend who said, "Oh, I've gone vegetarian," I'd be like, "That's great. Now let me tell you why dairy is wrong." So yeah, there's not really a definitive answer to that, sorry. What is your favourite specialty vegan item? I do have a bit of a love for the Quorn fishless fingers, which is weird because I didn't really like fish as a meat eater. Manic Panic hair dye. Yeah, I'm not really bothered. The ice cream's quite good. I mean, in the 4.5 years that I've been vegan, there's been such a dramatic increase in the foods that are available that all of the supermarkets now do their own brand of burgers and sausages and meatballs and ice creams and cheeses and milks. So there's so many to choose from. I change my mind all the time. I did have an obsession with the Vigo bars, which if you don't know about them, try them. They're amazing. They're like a really creamy, milky chocolate with big lumps of hazelnut in. But I had them a little bit too much, made myself a little bit sick, and now I don't really eat them. So, the Naked Bars Lemon Drizzle tastes like a lemon cheesecake. Highly recommended. What is your opinion of meat and dairy alternatives? Bring it on. I know a lot of vegans say, why would you want, or carnists say, why would you want something that like tastes or smells like animal product? But my response is, if you can have something that looks the same, tastes the same, smells the same, and nobody's died for it, why would you not have them? I didn't give up meat and dairy because I didn't like the taste of them. I gave them up because an animal's life is more important than my taste buds. What's your opinion on palm oil? That's always a scary topic. When I very first went vegan, I didn't know anything about it. I just carried on consuming. And then I read a lot of articles, a lot of YouTube videos, and saw the deforestation and the destruction to the animals. And so I avoided it as much as I could. I would support sustainable palm oil because it's the fastest growing crop. Thing is, it's listed as hundreds of things, isn't it? Even SLS, which is in a lot of beauty products, shampoos, conditioners, soap, blah, blah, blah. So avoiding it all was quite impossible. Then I had a very good discussion with one of my Facebook friends who had previously worked for Greenpeace. He doesn't work there anymore, but had a good discussion that basically made me think that avoiding it, I wasn't really doing anything. So I do try to avoid any oil, to be fair, because look at me, I'm not exactly a twig. I'll always go for a sustainable item option if there's one available. Do you feel judged by other vegans sometimes? How do you deal with it? I don't think I particularly do, to be honest. Most of my vegan friends are activists. They fight for the animals, and I do too. I'm part of the Save movement, and I run a business selling vegan and animal rights related merchandise. So no, I don't. I don't feel that I do. Normally, the people that say they do are the people that say, "Oh, honey's okay," or "backyard eggs are okay." No, they're not. Stop doing that. Was that me judging other vegans? Sorry. Do you enjoy being a vegan? I do. I love it. I've met absolutely amazing people, very compassionate, caring, people that love animals, people that go past a field of cows and have to go, "Hey, moo cows," because animals are lovely. I love being part of a compassionate group of people. I wish I'd gone vegan sooner, as everyone does. But yeah, so that was it. That's my vegan tag. I will post you a link to 101 Reasons, and if you have any questions, please drop them below. If there's enough, I will make another video. Bye.